you want to change your life, you have to change your self-concept. Once your self-concept changes, your entire life will change. Hi everyone, my name is Naomi and welcome to my channel. Let's get started. So, first, to change our self-concept, we have to know what self-concept is. Self-concept is the way you perceive yourself. So, every single belief, what you think you are capable of, your place in the world, what you think you can and cannot do. Our self-concept is years in the making. Ever since we were born, people around us, especially our parents, teachers, or family overall, friends, everyone we came in contact with, they conditioned us to believe something about ourselves. So for example, let's say you were a child, first grader, and your teacher told you that you're stupid just because you get a bad grade on an exam, like for example you didn't study, or you just had a bad day, you were distracted, you don't have enough time to prepare, and the teacher told you you're stupid. So now the child integrated the teacher's belief that they are stupid, but they are not. However, now they start to think, oh, I get a bad grade, that means I'm stupid. And they will go on in their life growing up and thinking to themselves, oh, yeah, I'm stupid. And this belief is deep down in their subconscious mind that once they grow up, they still think they are stupid. Why? Just because a teacher told them that they are stupid. Or you are broke, or your family is broke, you weren't born into a rich family, and your parents used to tell you, money doesn't grow on trees. You cannot afford this, you cannot afford that, you can't have what you want, and now that is the belief that you grew up with. Now, maybe you have financial struggles, or you are not making as much money as you want to, or you just desire more from life. But deep down, you don't believe that you can have it. You don't believe that you deserve this. And all these beliefs that you have about yourself, your self-concept, comes years in making. Your parents, friends around you, or whatever situation happened when you were a child shaped you into the person who you are now. Now, we have to ask ourselves, are we the person that we want to be, or do we want to change? Because every single person can change. The question is, do they want to be changed? Now you have to ask yourself, do I want to change for the better? You have to ask yourself what you want from life and then go for it. Just decide, I want this and I have it. You have to change your self-concept into believing that you are worthy of this thing, this situation, relationship, abundance that you desire, and just go for it. You have to first set a clear goal, who you want to be or what you want in life. Then you have to become in your self-concept. Like, let's for example, you want to attract love. Now, do you believe you are worthy of love? Do you believe someone would love you? First, you have to love yourself. You have to believe that you are worthy of love, and then you can go on and attract love in your life. Because let's say you struggled for years to find a partner, or even for friends. If you didn't get enough love as a child and you still have the belief that there's no reason why people should love you, then even if someone came into your life and they would love you unconditionally, there would be an imbalance, your vibration would not match the vibration of love. You have to first find the love within yourself. That is the reason why people say, firstly, you have to love yourself to attract love. Because let's say, okay, you find a partner, right? Someone is going to love you unconditionally, but you just won't be able to see it. That's why so many people get jealous. That's why so many people are insecure, even though that they have a person who loves them. If you don't love yourself, how can you believe that someone else is going to love you and that they truly love you? you're going to be insecure and unhappy in your relationship. And that is just not going to work. Now, how can we change our self-concept? The first and most important step is that you realize that you want to change. That is amazing. You are here on this video and you want to change. Now, how? Let's get down to it. In order to change your self-concept, you have to journal. Whether you like it or not, you have to journal to find out about yourself, who you think you are, and who you want to be. An exercise that really helped me to improve and change my life, to find out about myself, was that when you open a journal, or you can do it on a blank page, doesn't really matter where you do it, but you will split it into two halves. Okay, you draw a line in the middle, and on one side you will write your current self, so the beliefs you have about yourself now, or where you are right now, both mentally, physically, spiritually. And on the other side you will write your goals, or how you want to perceive yourself, what you want to manifest into your life. So let's say right now you are unhappy. Maybe you are overweight, or you are not as fit physically as you would like to be. Maybe you are not financially free. Maybe you are unemployed. And on the right side, you will write down your dream job, characteristics you would like to have, or what you would like to change about yourself. Maybe you are not confident. You will put that onto the first half, right? Your current self. And on the other half, you will write confident, happy, content, rich, working at my dream job, living on your desired place. No matter how crazy it may sound, just write it down. Okay, write it down. No matter how crazy it sounds, whatever you think you are capable of, it will happen. Don't care, it doesn't sound real to you now, because we are going to work to make it sound real. Now that we know what we think about ourselves, or our self-concept as it is right now, we can start working why we think this way. What made us believe that we are not worthy of the things we desire? So for example, for me, I struggled with my weight since I was a child, because it's funny to say, but my parents used to tell me that I'm not overweight, or I'm not a chubby child, but my bones are just really heavy, which I don't know if that's the case with some people, but it wasn't the case with me. So I used to grow up believing that, oh yeah, my bones are just really heavy, you know. Even though I used to do sports, I played tennis for so many years, but yeah, my parents just told me that, yeah, I have heavy bones, and I just had really unhealthy habits that no one told me about. I always struggled with weight, even when I lost weight or I acquired my desired body, I still didn't maintain it for very long. So for example, I did get my dream body, I lost weight, I went to the gym regularly, but then suddenly I started with the bad eating habits again. And why is that? Because first thing, which is the most important, is that you have to become whatever you want to be here in your mind. Because I used to view myself as the chubby child, or the person who just doesn't have the body they desire. And even though I did all the work, I worked for so many months, and mind you, this happened so many times. I would get to my desired weight, or I would get my desired physique. I used to work out in the gym like regularly. Then I would get back to my bad eating habits, my bad lifestyle. And it went on like a cycle for years. I would gain all the weight, and then I would lose it. I would gain it again, and I would lose it. I would gain some muscle, I would lose it. This is the reason why self-concept is so important. Just because I viewed myself as the person with unhealthy eating habits and not working out regularly or not taking care of their physique. That's what happened, even though I did get the desired physique. When it all clicked, for about 2 years now, I have maintained my physique. I wouldn't say that it's perfect, but I'm finally content with how I look, and I'm finally confident and feel good in my skin, which is something I would not have said even like 3 years ago, 5 years ago. So what changed was my mindset, my self-concept. Even though I was not where I wanted to be with my physique, I first had to believe that I was capable of achieving the physique, and I had to start seeing myself as this person who already has it. So I saw myself as the person who already has my desired physique, or who is, healthy, fit, taking care of themselves, and I started to acquire their habits. Because first you have to think, you have to become the thing you want to be in your mind. Because in the end, our reality is all just what's happening inside our mind, right? It's a mirror, it's reflecting everything in our mind. So if you believe that you are fat or that you are unhealthy, that's what's going to keep happening. Even though if you really push and will do the work, you will just jump right back to being the person you believe you are. You cannot outdo bad mental state. Get to the root of why you think the way you think. Did someone tell you that you are not worthy of love? Did someone tell you that you are not smart? Did someone tell you that you are not capable of having this? And what's most important to mention here is that you might have some trauma you don't know about. You see, our brain, when something really traumatic happens in our life, it gets pushed down, deep down into our subconscious mind until you resolve the issue, the trauma, until you work through it. It will be with you in your subconscious mind, no matter how you try to hide it or how hard you try to run from it. Trauma is a very difficult topic to talk about, but you really have to work through it because your trauma is holding you down. You see, our brain works in such funny way that when something traumatic happens, you will not remember it. You will have no clue how or what happened until something triggers you, until a situation happens that reminds you of the situation, and then you get back to the state of the trauma as if it was happening again. But you are safe, nothing's happening. It's just that the memory, the trauma that is rooted inside you, you are reliving the emotions because you didn't work it through. You didn't solve all your emotions inside. Your trauma that is rooted or hidden deep down in your subconscious mind is showing up every day in your life, most likely, until something triggers it. So find out the root, write down what happened. Did anyone tell you that? Why did you believe them? Why do you believe people when they say something about you? Who are those people to judge you? No one can tell you who you are. When we are children or in a weak position, people will take advantage of you and they will try to make you feel small. What's important is to realize that only you are the person who can decide who you are. Only you can tell yourself that, yeah, I'm capable of this. But don't forget that whatever you say, like if you believe you can do something or you cannot, you are right, because your ego wants to be right so much. So when there is an opportunity to be right and you are weak in your mindset, so let's say you want to go out and make new friends, or you want to apply for a job, and someone tells you, yeah, go for it, but in your mindset you think you cannot do it. That's your self-concept that, yeah, why would they hire me, or why would someone talk to me? So you go out, or you put yourself out there and you go with the mindset that, yeah, it will not happen. and it doesn't happen. And then you feel like proud of yourself that, yeah, I was right. I was right. It didn't happen. I told you. I was right. And your ego is satisfied. But don't forget that whether you think you can or cannot do it, you are right. Also, don't forget that whatever happened in the past, that is the past, okay? You cannot change the past. No matter who you were in the past, you can change, but you cannot change the past, so don't dwell on it. Just move forward with your life. If you are anxious about the future or the past, that doesn't exist. Past is only a memory. Whatever happened in the past is only a memory. People who used to know you a few years ago, let's say you were in high school, yeah, now you went to college. Now there are new people at the college, and people from high school only know the high school you. If they meet you 5 years from now, they will still remember you as the high school you. You are a different person, which is funny because every single person has a different perception of ourselves, of you, in their own mind. So, for example, your mother perceives you differently, your colleague perceives you differently, your classmate perceives you differently, your partner perceives you differently. And now, if you were to base who you are on those people's opinions, who would you be? You would get so confused. And I think this is the reason why people have no clue who they are. They are listening to all these opinions of other people who don't even matter. You are the only person who can define you. Don't let other people define you. Now, how do we change the beliefs? Once we find out the root and the cause, we can change it. We can change our beliefs. Imagination is the beginning of creation. What this means essentially is that whatever we imagine in our mind is the beginning of creating it into our life. What's funny is that our brain cannot distinguish the reality from imagination. The same neurons and regions of brain become activated whether we are imagining an event or actually living it. Do you know how crazy this is? So let's say, for example, dreams can feel very real to us and we are not living the moment. Once I had a dream that someone was chasing me in my dream, right? When I was asleep, and I woke up from the dream, I was breathing so quickly as if I was just running, and I was so sweaty because it was just a dream, but it felt very real to my brain. Anything you can imagine in your head, you can manifest. So now let's say you want to manifest money, wealth into your life. You have to visualize yourself making the amount that you want, or you want to manifest a specific person into your life, love or partner. You have to visualize yourself having the thing you want. As long as you can visualize it, it will manifest. You have to feel as if it was already happening. You visualize it and it will mirror into the outside world. What can help you change your self-concept, your new self-concept into reality, is listening to affirmations or subliminals. I personally prefer affirmations to listen to during sleep. However, subliminals work just as fine. So please listen to whatever you prefer. And the important step is to make it natural to you. So, for example, you want to manifest money. You will be listening to many affirmations. You know, I am rich, I am wealthy. Now, make it sound natural to you, because if you are going to listen to affirmations such as I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire, and you don't believe that you are a millionaire, then it's not going to happen. You have to believe. You have to change your self-concept. Make it sound natural. Let's say you have never manifested anything into your life ever before, and now you want to manifest $1 billion. It's not gonna happen because you don't believe you can. I personally believe in you, that you can but you have to believe in yourself. Because what I highly recommend to people who are just starting out is to start step by step. So, for example, you have never manifested any money ever before. Now, start by saying affirmations such as money is constantly flowing to me. Money loves me. Start working on changing the way you think, the way your self-concept is, and start building up. So, for example, you manifest $10, €10 today, and next week you manifest 100, and next month 1,000. You have to know that the universe, God, Allah, they don't see any difference there. You want to attract €1 or €1,000,000. It's the same to the universal energy. For them, it is the same. It's just energy. Only in our mind, it has a different value because society makes you think that money is something difficult to manifest, but it's not. Do you know how much money is printed every day? There are literally millionaires and billionaires on this planet. What makes you think that you can't have 1 million? And now, if you say, I have been doing all this work and it's not even working, I don't see it yet. That is just limiting beliefs. Why would you be talking about going to Bahamas if you are already in Bahamas? No matter how much work you put in, as long as you are looking for it in 3D, in the real world, it means that you don't believe that you have it yet. Because why would you be looking for something that you already have? Why? I don't get it. If you struggle with limiting beliefs, what I highly recommend is to use ChatGPT to destroy your limiting beliefs. For example, I have believed that no one can become a millionaire when they come from a poor family. Now go on ChatGPT and ask it to write you a list. For example, 10 millionaires who became rich and came from nothing. Of course, it will give you many more examples, but whatever you believe cannot be done, ask ChatGPT to help you fix this limiting belief you have. Amazing example is the fastest 100-meter run, which in 2009 was broken by Usain Bolt. 2009, he broke the record for fastest 100 meters. Now, do you think he went in and he had the mindset of, oh yeah, I cannot be faster than the guy before me because he was the fastest man ever alive? Now, do you think that if he had this mindset, he would have broken the record? There are so many records being broken throughout years. It's insane how many records were set in the past, and up to this day, there are people breaking them. Now, if they had the mindset that, oh yeah, that's the record, no one can break it, or if they didn't even try to break it, do you think they would break it? That's not the mindset you want to go in life with. There is literally a huge amount of people breaking insane records, yet you think you cannot have this little silly thing you desire. Now, if you struggle making affirmations work for you, or it just doesn't feel natural to you, I highly recommend to record your own affirmations. So you can pull up your iPhone or whatever device you want to record on and just start making your own affirmations. You can make it in your own language if English is not your first language, and you can use the vocabulary that is natural to you. If you are listening to or saying out loud an affirmation and you don't know the word, why? Like, it wouldn't just click to you. Just use the vocabulary and the language you prefer. Make it sound natural to you. Don't use any words that you don't know the meaning of. Say the affirmations out loud as if you were just talking to yourself or to a friend. When we listen to our own voice overnight, it makes such difference. This is really what helped me and in my journey, so I highly recommend this. Another thing you can also do if you struggle to make affirmations sound real or relatable to you, to make them click, is that you can first you can say your name, your age, and then you can say what you want. So for example, my name is XYZ, I am blank years old, and I am the first person in my family to graduate college. And here you have a perfect affirmation that can make you click even more. Your brain will more likely accept it as true because you already know that the first two statements are true. You know your age, you know your name. Now the last part will make it more click to you. Now that's all from me today. I really hope that this video helped you and inspired you in some way at least. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget that you are worthy of anything you desire in life. You are loved. Love you so much. Bye!